What is going on, guys? It is Matt with Sith Bricks, and we are back with the final build for the Monarch. That's it. We've done. We are here. It is the finish line. We are doing bag 22 as we speak. It's been a wonderful, excuse me, it's been a wonderful couple of months. This ship has really tested me. It has really tried me, but it's been a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to finish it here with you guys today. We're going to finish the comms tower. So we got to finish this bad boy up. It's a little loose, but I think it's just supposed to sit on there like that. Or no, I got to snap it into place. I'm going to finish this, and then I have to build the little ships that go along with it. So without much further ado, I'm going to snap this thing into place. Well, let me get my camera adjusted here. Let's see here. You guys can actually see what I'm doing. So we have to take these parts here, and they actually snap in. You can see the little finger busters right there. So let's get these guys snapped into place. It's tricky the amount of pressure to apply because I don't want to bust out my the bottom of this, but I also need to get this on here. All right, there we go. It's on there. And if it's done right, you'll see this little hole sticking up, and I'm sure that's where the circular, the communications tower and the deflector shield or the deflector shield arrays are going to go. This is also, I think it's an Imp Star 1 destroyer, so it should have the cross piece antenna on top, but we'll see as we get there. So, but let's get rocking and rolling. I got my leafer, so we are good. There has been a bit of tragedy at the at old Sith Bricks house. My Mustang decided to blow up on me, so that was fun. Not really. My AC clutch blew out, which isn't an engine component per se, but I don't have any air conditioning right now, and the part I had blew apart. So now I've got to get the parts in to fix it so I can enjoy some AC again. So, yay me. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay. So there we go. Hey, Sam. What's up, man? All right. We need a 1x6. 1x4. Let's see here. And also, I'm dealing with my gaming chair. So I have a gaming chair, but the casters keep falling off. So, you know, lucky me. That's always nice when you're trying to wheel around and all of a sudden it's almost like your feet come out underneath you because the casters fall off. So I had to contact the company and get a couple of new ones. So, and I have a feeling too with this, guys. I have a sizable chunk of extras sitting over here. So, yep, there they went. Hold on just a second, guys. Oh, shoot. Both of them broke off. Okay, that sucked. Both of the casters broke off on my chair, so that was not fun at all. Hey, thanks, Rye Pie. Appreciate it, man. So, all right, man. Have fun at the barbecue. I'm only going to be on for a couple hours, guys. So, you know, I think we have enough time to get it finished. No, but you guys still got to do what you got to do. All right. Okay. Okay. This one, let's see here. Gotta look for the pieces that I need. They're hidden in my piles. And you guys know how not amazing my eyesight is when it comes for looking for something. Especially because I need another one of these. Oh, there it is. See? I had to look away and then say it, and then that way you guys would know I had it. So. Always my most favorite thing in the world when pieces are held on by one stud. Always my most favorite. But then, of course, it gets fixed right there with that one. So that's always nice. All right. Lots of small pieces today, guys. You can kind of see my stacks over here. All the little ships and everything. So there's going to be a lot of me staring off to my left today looking for these pieces because, you know, my eyes don't ever want to work. I always said I got to tell you guys what I'm looking for my eyes to register what I need to find. Never fails. So, but this is the other side of the cons tower that we're doing right now. So, okay. I'm going to try to limit my turning today. I'm going to bring all my cups up over here. At least the ones I think I'll need. All right. So welcome to the one person that's watching. Thanks for jumping in. Don't forget to like the stream for me. Helps out. So, all right. We're plugging along here. And I'm dealing with my gaming chair has been falling apart on me. And so my wheels have broken, which is always nice. So I'm getting replacement ones, thankfully. But, you know, got to wait on it. So, yay me. I'm waiting for my phone to give me all my notifications that I'm live. That's always a good time when your phone tells you what you already know you're doing. I'm searching in tiny piles for those 4 circular pieces to build right around here. So let me tell you, you know, really gets me going when you're like trying to find pieces. And you're like, okay, am I missing them? So there we go. Excuse me. All right, so those are going to be the pieces that snap in and secure it to the cons tower. Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Maul? Yeah, dude, you got to get that name changed. Saying, you know, skibbity dibbity toilets. It's a little too much there, man. All right. There we go. Yeah, we're going to get this snapped in. Oh, bag 7 of the executor, huh? Yeah, man. Good luck with that. Lots of patience. I had to basically flip mine upside down on my kitchen countertop in order to get that stuff to mount up on the underside. So take your time with it. Those engines are going to give you fits. Make sure you have your craggle out. So Yeah, yep. Anime, yeah, bag 7. 5, 6, and 7 on Executor are just mind numbing. But once you clear those bags, it's smooth sailing the rest of the way in. I say smooth sailing as far as building, not what your fingers are going to feel, because finger death is yet to come, especially when you got to do all the pinchers on the top half of the warship. They let you know who's in charge real quick. And welcome, Anti-Anime. Thanks for dropping in, man. There we go. Okay. I almost did it again, guys. Almost skipped ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I almost didn't put pieces on like they should have been. So yeah, the cons tower, the bridge itself is not that big at all. Size of my hand. So it's just a little bit bigger than my palm or my hand. So let's see. Finish the exit. Oh, nice, Alcestis. So yeah, you got to glue those bottom plates on, man. Yeah, once you get the engines in place, they'll sit there. So I haven't started the gunship yet. Still doing this. So just the bottom plates, anime, glue those in. The engines will get in there if you can. Once you get them properly, there's there. You're just gonna have to take it apart. I'm telling you what, flip it upside down and lay it on top of a flat surface and do the engines that way, because it helps you to get your fingers to seat everything properly. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good. Yeah, you don't need to glue the engines. I mean, you can if you want. Like, gluing the engines is definitely a doable thing, but they're on there pretty solid. And they will once they lock into place. Like, you guys have built it long enough. You can tell when something is locked into place and when something just kind of flimsy in there. Okay. Yeah, the bridge is looking great. So, hey, anime, the bottom plates for the executor is tough, but when you do the Venator, trust me, that's going to make you want to just like pull your eyebrows out. It's brutal. So, yeah, I love the look of the Venator and the size of it, but gosh, there's so much that I want to do to get it fixed. It's just like it stares at me and it laughs at me all the time. So I'm doing the top work right here, right now. You guys see, this is what I'm doing right now. Needed to flip it over to show you all. All right. Time to get the bubbles in. Let's see. Got to find 4 of those in a pile of stuff where there's probably only 4 more left. Oof. There we go. Okay. Set this to the side. So I got to do the bottom here like this, and I'm just making sure everything's square because that's what my brain demands it. Okay. Now these are not my most favorite things. I'll tell you what is these. So these ones sit inside of it, as you guys can see here, like this. But it's pressured, so you have to. You got to play around with them. I wonder if there's a piece over here that I can use to help hold these things into place while I move them around. All right, let's see if I can. So you can push them in deep like this, but they don't look right. You know, it needs to be up higher to actually present a round piece. So you put, let's see. Oh man, gosh, guys, I missed a ton of stuff. Yeah, waiting for the UCS vendor to come out. Yep, I'm going to do the main Lego UCS Venator just because I want to compare it to the Mold King one. Even with all the Mold King's flaws and whatnot, I still want to see like how Lego does when they're going after it. When they put out a $650 ship, you know what I mean? Like I want to see if they can actually pull it off at the level of Mold King does, which I highly doubt it, but I'll do it. So, yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have the wrong hemisphere, dude. I have the top half. I've got little. Yep. I've got the super laser ones. For right now, no. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna kind of leave it as is. You know, after I get done building it, I always like to build it to what the book says as much as possible, and then go from there. And then afterwards, I'll come back later on and start working on the modifications if I need to. Okay, all right. So you're saying to put them in like this, or maybe I'm not understanding how Kestis. And so the last bag is not big at all. You're seeing everything from the last bag pretty much over here, and there's a couple of other pieces over here, but it's not like there's a whole bunch. So mainly with the last bag is we've got to finish the cons tower, and then we've got to build the little ships that go along with it. So. Oh, okay. I see what you did. No, these are the only two that I got, so I'm kind of stuck with it. So. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's just. Looks like Mold King, you know, looks like one of the few mistakes that they made because, like I said, I can put it in here and then rotate it around, but then it doesn't look right. Like that's not. It's supposed to be a ball. It's supposed to be a ball. So, yay. Let me put these two together. Put this on there. So there's those two with those two. So. Yeah, only if I had two extra. So, yep, that's the. You put them in. Let's see. Facing the opposite sides. So like this. I really wish I had a piece that could grip it from the top here and just keep them in place. Although I'm about to use my pliers, I just realized that I have. Yep. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get these in. So what I'm doing is trying to wedge this up so it grabs on the ring here and seats it into place properly. Boy, these do not want to work at all. Yeah, I'm finding that out, Alcestis, that these things just do not want to play ball, which is really disappointing to me. The fact that this is just an awful visual aesthetic for the round. It should be more circular. This should pull up higher. They don't have one, Alcestis? All right. Well, I mean, so normally it wouldn't bother me, but if you guys look at the picture, it's got it up higher so it makes the nice ball thing. This is not the same. You know, because you look at the picture and you look at this. This is not the same. Not even close. So I just want to finagle with it a little bit. I just want to see if I could just get it up like to right here and get it to stay. I kid you not, I may craggle it, guys, because I want it to be an actual sphere and not a deflated tennis ball. Yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be an ugly-ass baby, but it's going to have to do for now. That just doesn't look right. Devin, where are you at, man? One time I need you, man, so you can tell your people at Mold King that they did something terrible. See, look at that. I set it down and it fell out of place. Yeah, you can just drop them and they fall out of place. Oh, gosh. It looks awful. It looks like a bad vasectomy is what it looks like. Terrible. So I pulled this one up, and for a split second, it held into place. But the minute, it's just, I don't think it's going to hold into place. We're going to see. That is a little bit more tolerable than this one, but I got to see if it's going to hold into place. Nope. The minute I touch the sides, Jiminy Christmas. Awful. Well, Mold King definitely botched it on this one, that's for sure. Can't even get it to stick into place. Tell you what, these are the details that irritate the bejesus out of me. I'd rather almost be missing a piece than having deflated balls. Like, give me the ones with the Death Star laser so they actually work. So, well, I wish I had two, Alcestis. I would use them, but I don't. So I'm kind of stuck with my deflated balls. And see, now that just comes right off. Jiminy Christmas. Can't even get it to stay put. Okay, let's try this again. So the issue now that I'm having is this little circle piece. So this one went in fine. This one did not. This little circle piece right here, stud, came off of its mooring in here, and now it doesn't want to seat back properly. So now I've got to get Okay. Let me try this. Nope. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. Now this circle piece isn't even sitting in there properly. It's just flopping out. Lord, let me finish this warship without throwing it against the wall. I have not had any PTSD in a while, and I want to keep it that way. Amen. I know you guys are talking to me in the chat, but I just want to get this fixed. I'll come there in a second once I get this thing on there. Unbelievable. All right, let's see. All right. Actually, you know what? We're just going to, before I get myself all amped up, can I just pop this piece off? There we go. Take that off. Let's do it the smart way. I'm trying not to bust off the rest of the cons tower as I try to see this one little stud into place. There we go. I give it the finger right now, but I'm trying to be family friendly. All right. Let's try this again. Lord's trying my patience today. I'm even happy. I've got my new setup with my lights. They have their own cables now, so I can stop when I want to and everything. And Sweet Lord, dear baby Jesus Yoda, help me out, man. I do not want to. All right. It's going to make me do it. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me give it a visible sign of terror right here that this is about to happen to it if it doesn't cooperate. There we go. Really trying my patience. For those of you that ever watched the Police Academy movies, the thought going through my head right now is when Lieutenant Harris is talking to Mahoney, he's like, "Don't try me, punk." It's exactly what I feel like right now with this set, or with this part of the build. Don't try me, punk. Okay. I'm going to take these cover pieces off because something is telling me as I'm looking at it that these cover pieces are not allowing it to sit in the hole properly. I don't think anybody's really going to notice if the cover pieces aren't on there. I know you guys will because you'll always remember to tell me and I won't ever live it down. Pulled out again.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay. It's in there now. You would think that this would be such a simple operation, but it's not. It's not. Don't try me, punk. Tell you what, not the mood, not the day for it. I'm trying to finish this. Okay. Hey, Bonnie, what's up? All right. What ship should you make a mock of in MIDI scale next? You've done a Star Destroyer, you've done the Clips, you've done a Ziston. What about an Interdictor? Or that goofy-looking ship from Mandalorian, the Cornwall class cruiser. Deflated balls. That's what it is. That's what I'm calling it. This is going to be Star Destroyer deflated balls. it just looks so terrible. Okay, moving on. I needed to turn the page. Bob Seger giving me some advice right there. So, oh yeah, the bridge is still nice. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about you guys, but I got issues with my balls. It just happened. Just it's a personal thing. Actually, I'm going to leave the Craggle out to threaten all the other items. You see the cap right there, pieces? It's coming. Misbehave, and this is what's coming your way. Let's see. All right, let's get this back down so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Leave this right over there. It's going to stare at him and threaten him. I'm not asking for permission anymore. You all are going to do what I want you to do, whether you like it or not. Let's see. Well, John, the final stream for the Monarch. This is just the final one for the Monarch. I'm not quitting, guys. Not anytime soon. I just said this is the last bag of Monarch, so I'm thinking this is the final stream of Monarch. So besides the reveal and review, but as far as me building it live, this will be the last one. I apologize if that didn't come across clearly enough. Yeah, the Eclipse is pretty badass. I can't wait to for it to be its turn for some touch up when I put the minifigures inside it and everything. So, yes, you're right, Alcestis. You are correct. All right. I have to believe I'm building the bridge or the communications array right now. I have a feeling this is. Oh my goodness. It wants 4 of these and then 4 of these little half circle ones. Come on. And these are probably the only 4 in the bag, so I've got to look for one more in this tiny pile of crap over here. There it is. And it wouldn't be a party without the pinchers. Do this nice rounding detail here, which again, even though it's a pain for my fingers to deal with, it still looks great. Because again, Lego would never do anything like this. They just put a couple of big cover pieces on it and call it good. So you get that nice slope detail right there. All right. Yeah. Woohoo. You guys are really 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 14. Woohoo. Just like Executor, guys. Just like the old days. Yep, feeling it already. Oh, come on. Lord, sweet Yoda, baby Jesus. I just don't have the finger. Like, I kid you not, guys. The Executor ruined me as far as being able to remove those small pieces. I can't do it anymore. It's like my fingers have been numbed out from it. Okay, hold on a second. This one should be this. What kind of voodoo sorcery is this? Okay. You know, you think when you're doing it, they would go every other one, but they actually didn't. They want it to look like this, and then you have these two in the middle that look like this. Oof. Yeah, guys. Build the Monarch, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Ow. If you guys are laughing, I want you to laugh. Laugh at my misery. Yo. Tell you what, I'm having a tequila tonight, that's for sure. Ugh. Oof. Yeah, Dank, good to see you, buddy. Been a long time, man. Came at the right point, watching me suffer. You know, if my house ever gets robbed, I don't need any of my firearms. I'm just going to buy about 10,000 of these things and throw them across the floor. They're going to look at it and be pass. And then I'm just going to suck them up with my vacuum. I won't even pick them up. Oh, man. Golly. Now I have all the little tinglings in my finger from like Executor again. They're back. Oh boy, and there's more to do. You know. This is why, guys, I'm dreading redoing. I kid you not. I really want to rebuild the Executor for you guys, but I'm dreading it because it's like getting my Agent Orange up. You know what I mean? Okay. At least these ones clip on here like this. That's much more tolerable when they clip on like that. Okay. Ooh. So now it wants me to clip these on. Okay. Try something here. Okay. So that's what they had me do right there. I really don't like this because both of these are fighting for real estate right here at this pivot point, and just makes me nervous they're going to pop off. But that's communications array, so it's supposed to go on here like that. Okay, I guess I can see it. Maybe an ugly baby, but it's a baby. Those, I kid you not, guys, those pieces did me, and the tips of my fingers are all numb right now. Except when I hit just the tiniest little nerve. Again, YouTube, that is my cell phone. That is a text tone. That is not me doing anything related to something that may be science fiction. It is purely coming from a cell phone. Please do not ban me. All right, so there's this has to be the cons or the communications array, and it is. All right. The Star Destroyer balls right now, the inflated ones. All right, well, there's the comms tower on it. That doesn't look too bad, even if so. The problem is I can see it already that this is held up. There's only a single. Gosh, now the balls are in the way. So right up here at the front of it, you guys can kind of see that angled brick, like right here. Let me see if I turn it this way. So this brick right here is the only one that's holding it on. So if you push it down too hard, it's going to lean it back like this. And you can kind of see it like right there. See those angle pieces? So you have to push. Oh, yep. See, there we go. Here we go. Sweet Lord, baby Jesus, not now. What kind of... Am I missing something? I don't think I've ever rage quit anything in my life, but I'm about to rage quit this. Not even close to line. So now that I see it, I want to get these standing up properly, like leaning against each other correctly. Okay. Well, that's like... Actually just going to leave them up like that. There we go. So all that's holding it on is one stud to these pieces right here. That's awful. I got to go backwards and see if I missed something because that is a terrible way to put that on. Nope, I didn't miss anything. It's supposed to be that way. Just awful. Let's see. Yeah, sanding coins, yep. I've had to hand sharpen chainsaw chains, man. That'd be brutal. Yeah. Dude, yeah, I'm all. Yep. Well, this thing is testing my Agent Orange, man. I'll tell you what. It was on there just fine. And then I wanted to show you guys where it was crappy at. And now this is happening. I want to see something here. I'm pulling over my extras real quick. No. I was hoping to be able to squeeze a piece or something down in there for support, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm not going to snap it into place, but you guys can see the issues when it's put on here. See how it sticks up like that and you have that gap in the back? Like, that's what's killing it right now. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and gently seat it on there. All right. But you can see this huge gap right here. And I'm almost wondering if I can put some pieces on the bottom of this right here so it sits on this and it's not so wonky. I wonder if I have... Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll modify that later. I'm not going to hold up the stream with me giving this thing the... Okay. Push on. Oh. Okay, let's see. Also, guys, I just heard some thunder outside of my house. So if this cuts off for any reason, you guys know what happened. It's because I got weather in the area. See, now that I like. Simple, covers it up, because I'm sure this is where it's going to mount to the comms tower. So, yeah, exactly, man. I was thinking of 1x4 gray piece, but they're down at the bottom of my little extras cup. I'll fish them out later. But you are spot on. And welcome back, dude. We haven't seen you in forever, man. Hopefully everything's okay where you're at. This is just tea, guys. I wish there was hard stuff in it, but there's not, but it's still amazing. I try not to put my agave water in when I'm doing my streams, you know. Maybe late night one day I'll do a late night one where I do have agave water. Spicy agave water, as the kids like to say. All right, that's it. Let's put this damn comms tower on before it gives me the big FU. And of course, I just ran over my hockey jersey. So I got that going for me. I mean, there used to be a magnet. Oh, sorry. Dropped my camera. This thing had magnets on it, didn't it? There it is. Okay. No, I just ran over my jersey. All right. Oh, that's terrible. I don't like that. Okay, let me put it back up here. There we go. Much better. All right, so you guys can see you got the lights with everything. All right. I want you to stare at this. I want you two to look at each other. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go on nicely. And it's going to stay put. Don't need no crap from you. You behave. Otherwise, Dad's coming out. Okay. Pep talk done. It's on. I got issues with my balls. Hold on, guys. Oh, man. So, like I said, guys, my chair has been giving me issues. These damn wheels keep coming off. They sent me new ones, but I'll tell you what. You pay a lot of money for a chair, and the last thing you need is the casters coming off. It's on. What's up, Goddard Films? Woo. Ugh. It's on. It's done, guys. The battleship proper has been finished. And now we shall start with the mini ships. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Woo. Like I said, sometimes you got to have a pret talk. You know, we're going to have the super glue with a threatening aura sitting right over here, babysitting the other pieces. It's not messing around time right now. All right. Where's this one piece at? There it is. Like I said, now I'm looking for all sorts of tiny pieces in Tiny Piece Village. All right, there's that. So, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. Whew. It is done. It is finished. Take a deep breath. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now it's time to build the little guys. Ooh. Taking a deep breath here, guys. Man, I can't believe we're finally done. I thought that last bit of it was going to kill me. It really did. Whew. What are my thoughts on the new UCS X-Wing? I think that horse has been beaten to death. There's only so many ways you can do an X-Wing. And I think they have beaten it to death, man. They really have. It's, for the people that collect X-Wings, they're going to love it because it gives them another, this is like the third UCS X-Wing that they've done. So I'm sure those guys are happy because they get another one. But if you ask me, it's just a dead horse. I don't see any reason in it, but I'm not worried about it because I don't build X-Wings, so saves me money. Like, besides some new bricks and building techniques, there's just not much more to an X-Wing, Now, if they really wanted to make the X-Wing popular, is they would do something where they do all 12 of the X-Wings from A New Hope, because there was Red 1 through Red 12 at the battle. So, make them like $40 bag sets, but do all 12 of them. Get all the pilots in there. Red Leader, Biggs, Jack, Wedge, Luke, Theory and Net, and a whole bunch of others that were there. And let's do it that way. That's how you make X-Wing successful, is you start building on stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't watch M&R Productions anymore. He is like High School Musical 5. And I don't watch him anymore because I don't want to pay him for doing that stuff. You know what I mean? So, I just don't do it anymore. I mean, good on him. He's got a good channel. He seems to make a lot of money, and I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm just not going to contribute to that anymore. And to be honest, after a while, it seems like all the Lego guys are saying the same thing. And so, it's just 12 different big channels pushing out the same stuff. You know what I mean? What I'm more irritated with personally in the Lego community right now, and this is just me, is the fact that all the big Lego streamers are now on Whatnot, and they're driving the prices of everything up because they have these streams on Whatnot where they're selling these older sets, and because they have 300 or 400 people on the stream, now they're inflating the value of these retired sets even more. And if you ask me, it's making it harder to enjoy the hobby, because now the rich people are making it even harder for everybody else to enjoy it. That's the biggest issue I have with Lego streamers right now. Again, that's, I never get mad at somebody making money. It's just frustrating because now you're pricing out, another half of your population from being able to buy something. That's what's frustrating me personally right now. Because I remember you could go on Whatnot on some places and buy some things for pretty cheap. You know, they weren't too overly priced, and people were still cool, and there was no this or that. But once M&R Productions showed up, and once Brixie and Life of Lego showed up, just went straight downhill. Because now those are the only shows where there's people, and everything is way overpriced. Oh, come on. I need one more of these. Bless me. All right, come on. Where's this piece at? There it is. Oof. Let's see. All right. The lad is going to be this fall. It's a Coruscant gunship, Dank, and so it's. I think they originally had it for July, but now I think it's September, if I remember correctly. They pushed it back a little bit. I would love a Mold King Death Star. I just don't know if they've done it yet or not. I haven't really looked at anything Mold King online for a while because I've been so focused on this. Oh, there is one? Okay, but the design is terrible. Gotcha. Oh, hey, what's up, Aleski? I am Sith Bricks. Nice to meet you. I like Lego, but I like Mold King better. Oh, there it is, guys. Dropped one on the floor. It's an official live stream now. Can't call it an official Sith Bricks live stream until something hits the floor. Without fail, every time. So based on this, I think I'm doing the Nebulan B frigate right now. I think that's the ship that I'm building. It is going to. So the rumored minifigure on that one is a Phase 2 Commander Fox, 3 shock troopers, and then a there's 2 others, I think, or there's 2 shock troopers and 2 others, but we are getting Phase 2 Commander Fox. I just wish they do Thorn. Like, come on, give me my boy Thorn. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the stream for me. That helps out a lot with channel visibility. I really appreciate it for those that have. If you haven't, you do, please do. And if you haven't subscribed, as the kids say, you're supposed to smash it. I don't care. Just press the button. You know, subscribe if you like it. And if you don't, you don't. Sometimes my kids like to try to teach me the lingo that they have, and then I stare at them awkwardly with like my Al Bundy face. Like, are you serious? That's not even English that would be acceptable in like some countries that don't even speak English, let alone here. Like, come on. Let's see. So I'll tell you the funny story. So the other day, I was telling my kids, like when you talk about lingo these days, I was telling my kids like what the plan for the day was, and my son was like, slap. I'm like, you want me to slap you? I was like, okay. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll smack you upside the head. He's, no, Dad, slap. And I'm like, you want me to slap you? Like, this can happen. You know, you're almost making my day here. And they're like, no, Dad, when you say you want to do something, you say slap. And I'm like, I'm starting to get irritated now because I don't know what side of whose planet they're talking about. And I'm getting frustrated. I'm about ready to smack my kid upside the head. And he's like, no, Dad, slap. Sounds like a plan. And I was like, you almost got your butt beat over that. You know that, right? It's like, just come on, guys. Just speak English to me. There it is. Looking for this little guy all the way in the corner. So the only two things I'm getting for the rest of the year from Legos, I'm going to get the Venator and I'm going to get the Coruscant gunship, and then that's it. Yeah, almost done, Sam. We actually got it on. Like the bridge is on, so the comms tower is on. So the ship, it's the Monarch itself is finished. So we're just doing the little ships, and this has got to be the Nebulan B frigate that I'm doing right now. So okay. I have seen that moderately sized destroyer from from the UWOB, or I don't know. My brain says like YWOB or something like that. Yeah, I've seen the UCS skill in the interior. So, yeah, that's definitely on my list. But I think that thing's like $700. So, it's all about that cheddar cheese. And for those that were joining in late, my AC clutch blew apart on my Mustang. Like here, I'll show you what this piece just flew off of my car. And it's not going to be the greatest picture because, again, you guys are looking at so this piece right here blew off of my car. So that's the thing that runs the air conditioner in my car. It's tied to my clutch line. And that thing, yeah, that's not supposed to look like that at all. So I've got to drop about $1,000 to fix it. So, gonna have to sell some of my stocks or something like that just to pay for this thing. Like, come on, help me out here. And yeah, I'm old school, man. I remember watching Married with Children when it came on. Still, the all-time favorite, best Married with Children episode was the episode with Anthrax when they showed up and trashed the house. That was like just one of the best moments ever because I'm a metalhead. So being able to see Anthrax on TV, I was like, okay, I'm sold.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah, man. The Anthrax episode is one of the best ones. They basically win a contest. If I remember correctly, they win a contest, and then Anthrax, the whole premise of the contest is they show up to just destroy the house. So. And if you're an old metalhead like me, you kind of like that stuff. So. There we go. Awful lot of detail for this Nebulan B frigate, I tell you what. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Sanford and Son was great. I used to, growing up in the 70s, or, I was born in 79, so I'm sorry, I grew up in the 80s. But all that stuff was on daytime TV. So when I stayed home from sick, it was me and Bob Barker for the win.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay. All these tiny little details on my fingers, man. You guys, no idea. Oh, different colored death. It comes in two different flavors now. How lucky am I?
This is where the fun begins.
Let's see. Okay. No, not that one. Maybe it is this one. No, it's not. I'm trying to build this side piece up, and I got to look for these needles in a haystack again. There it is. So that's what I'm doing right there. Let's see. Oh, the other great Married with Children episode was the one where Peggy starts selling basically like Mary Kay and Avon, but it's the TV version of it, and like they're making fun of Al because she's making more money than Al is and whatnot. But then come to find later on that she's basically spending all of Al's money to sell cosmetics, but they're actually losing money because she's spending so much of his money trying to sell her cosmetics. And it's just hilarious how like that whole episode goes down.
This is where the fun begins.
Because like all the girls in the neighborhood spray paint his car and whatnot, and they think like all this like they're gonna women power, we're doing better than the men and blah 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 blah, and then they've come to find out that she's spending so much of his money that she's not making any money because they're actually losing money. Which any of you guys have ever had wives do Avon or Mary Kay, that's exactly how it goes. So pretty neat. Nice little communications thing we got on here. See, but this does not want to stay on. And I don't know why. There you go. It's flipped it around, but nobody's going to notice or care. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you do remember that one, Dank. Yep. Those were classics. So there we go. Frigate's coming along here. I think this is going to be the hardest one of the three to build. There's so much detail on this. It's crazy. Here we go again, guys. Try to get on there as quick as possible because it hurts. See, look at that. Just came right off. I'm trying not to let it test my patience. Because Lord knows it's already been tested today. Do I have another one of these? No. Just leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone. All right. All right. So there we go. There's the front half of the frigate finish there. There it is. It's like, man, do not tell me I'm missing another piece. Just did this right here. To be honest, man, they all say the same thing. You know, if you go on M&R Productions, you're going to feel like you're in high school again because all he talks to is high school fanboys. If you go to Brixie, it's going to seem pretentious because he thinks he's number one, so he can talk that way. And then there's the Life of Lego dude that, I don't know, he just is odd to me. You know, and then you have Holly and Emmasaurus and all the other ones that are out there. And it just, yeah, they all say the same thing, man. Nobody's really number one. And to be honest, like I said, I stopped watching a couple months ago because I'm like, I'm not going to pay for these dudes to, I'm not going to give them money by me watching it. You know, they'll get along just fine without me. And I'm okay with that. And to be honest, nobody's ever, from when I used to watch it, when it comes to that stuff, nobody's ever accurate. It's always in the ballpark, but there's never any high levels of accuracy on anything that's coming out. So, because I remember they were all talking about the swamp speeder, and they were thinking it's going to be another clone like brigade, and it is a different one, but it was like everybody was thinking it was going to be an actual like another clone brigade, like maybe we're going to get the Wolfpack or something. They gave us the 442nd, and I was like, "Yep, you knew they were going to do Ahsoka's clones to tie into the show." But for the longest time, everybody was thinking it was going to be the Wolfpack. Nope. All right. Dude, there's more detail in this Nebulan B frigate than there is in anything else in this bag. Holy Jesus. Let's see. Huh. The Rebricks made a trench run diorama. Full talk about. Oh, that actually does look pretty good. Yeah, they all are. You know, and you're not, nobody is ever going to, like, the people at the top are going to stay at the top. Like, there's no way for anybody to break in there. And it's not like you can go in there and criticize them, because they'll just turn all their followers on you, even if the criticism is deserved. You know, and me personally, you know, I would love to go after M&R Productions, but I don't feel like need a bunch of high school kids trying to talk to me. So I like him the least, to be honest with you. You know, and you know, at one point I was kind of caught up in the coolness that you thought he was, but as the more I listened to him and the more I kind of started watching and seeing what he was about, the more I was like, no way with this dude. So, and it's funny because everybody else is like, oh yeah, Ryan, yep, it's like High School Musical 4 on his channel. But hey, those high school, you know, fanboys spend money, so. Engines. Yeah. You're right, Dank. You're right. Just when I thought I was done with the tools. That's a mini ship, guys. Like, let's see. There's pretty much where my hand starts. So it's just as long as my hand compared to my forearm. I mean, geez. But you can pick it up like this. There's a little bit of bend in it, but it's to be expected for the way it's connected. But there you go, mini ship. All right. There we go. Yeah, it was a pretty neat side build. That was way more intense than I thought it was going to be honest with you. It was just like, okay. Just kept going and going. There it is. One of those little circle pieces right there. So I will not buy anything from HasLab. It is way overpriced. That Unicron does look amazing, but I will never buy anything from HasLab because that is an awful, awful money grab. That Unicron should be $200 less. They're just doing that because they want to. They're testing the waters with HasLab too. I think a lot like what Lego's doing. They're testing to see how far can we go before people say it's too much for certain toys. You know what I mean? So I won't touch anything from HasLab. I have not bought any Star Screams in a while. There was no Star Screams in the Beast movie, the Rise of the Beast. So I was like, sweet, save me a few bucks there. I don't have to spend them on the old Star Scream, so I'll take it. Hellraiser Puzzle Cube would be awesome. I don't know what a Hellraiser Puzzle Cube is, so I will take your word for it on that one, man. There's only so much I can fill my brain with. Is Hellraiser a comic or something? Or, put it in there, man. Tell me what it's about so I can at least understand it better. Yeah, it's going to fall over no matter what because it doesn't have the second half to balance it. No, I don't do horror movies, man. I got I have PTSD really bad from Afghanistan, and horror movies and me just do not get along. So I know of it, but I've never watched it. I never watch anything that's horror movie related. So it's just I don't need nightmarish things triggering my actual nightmares. You know what I mean? So I would say probably the closest I've ever come to watching something that I guess you could define as horror, even though it's more of like a thriller, like a psychological thriller, is Silence of the Lambs. That's about as close as I get to that genre, and even then, that's pushing it.
Execute Order 66.
All right. Let's see. Hey, don't feel bad, man. Don't feel bad, dude. You didn't know. Don't feel bad at all, man. It's just, I mean, and I'll be honest, I was never really into horror films anyway. Like, the idea of paying to go get scared out of my mind just does not sit well with me. It's like, it's just a mental thing, too. So even when I was younger, I was never really into it that much. But after Iraq and Afghanistan, it pretty much cemented it. Yeah. Yeah, man. That studio cell, small posable. But yeah, 315 as far as I know. Yeah. It's pretty pricey for me. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is amazing. 66. Like I said, that's about as close as I get to that stuff. Oh, okay. I see what it wants me to do. Okay, see, now that's just weird to me. How those. Okay, well, it's weird because I put it on backwards. I am having a day, guys. I tell you what. Such a tricky. Okay, now that makes more sense. Still flimsy and wants to fall apart. It's just a mess right now. So there's a piece right here that's holding the all this together, but I'm trying to put this together up here, and as you can see, when I do, it just wants to fall apart. So all right. Well, good. We're going to build the other 4 engines, and hopefully they all snap together and make it better. So it wants me to use translucent orange pieces, but I'm out of them. I've only got 1 left, and I need 3 more. It gave me a bunch of regular orange, but that's not what we're doing. We need translucent. So 1 second, I got to go over here to my collection and pull out my. Where's all my translucent ones? You know, guys, you can't. I'm sorry you can't see me right now, but I'm over here digging stuff out of my bins. But it's like when I need them, I can't see them. So I built these storage bins to house extra pieces when I need them. All right, sorry about that. Do I have a favorite genre outside of Star Wars? Let me think here. I mean, I do like the Lord of the Rings movies. I think those are great. Good. Had just enough. You know, you can't go wrong with Indiana Jones. You can't go wrong with Jason Bourne. I don't know. I guess I just kind of stick within my wheelhouse a lot. Like I don't venture out of like my watch zone, so to speak, that often. So probably help if I did all this right. No, I'm pretty much into like science fiction and like war movies are kind of my wheelhouse to watch. But even then I'm super picky because I've actually been in a war, so I'm you know war movies have to pass a high standard with me, so to speak, before I give them my seal of approval. And before anybody asks, Jarhead and the Hurt Locker are like the two, like, nope. They're just about the worst interpretation of military movies I've ever seen. And I've seen some bad ones. This is really not that well put together, guys. I'll be honest with you. This is very, very flimsy. I mean, the detail is nice, but it's flimsy. There it is. Let's see on this. Yeah, no, Jarhead is not. Well, people who aren't Marines may like Jarhead, but I've never met a Marine that likes Jarhead. So we all feel that that's a pretty awful interpretation of being a Marine. And then it took a phrase that Marines had been using for years, kind of as something internal to us. And then they came out with this whole embrace the suck. And that's something we had been saying for years. But now that Hollywood has like glamorized it, now it's like, oh, gee, thanks for taking away one of our sayings. Okay. Now they want these pieces to go in here like this. Holy crap, it works. But I'm out of my orange pieces. So see the regular orange versus the translucent orange. I'm gonna have to go back and figure this out because it gave I have some orange pieces left, but they're all like, let me see if I actually have the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's awful. So it didn't give me enough of the regular orange and the translucent orange to make this work. Riddle me this. So yeah, so now I'm going to have miscolored engines in here because if I take these 8 off, well, there's only 6 here, so it doesn't work. I'll have to play around with engine color later. But anyway, there's the Carillion Corvette. There's the blockade runner. It is done. It is ridiculously flimsy, though. This is sneeze on it and it's done. This thing, I could just dip it in Craggle and be done with it. You guys can see how it's hanging off the back here and everything. All right, it's done. Will it stand? Yes, it will. All right, there we go. All right, guys, last one. Yep, we're coming up on 2 hours, right where we want to be. So, I liked The Hobbit and I hated it. Like they strayed like so far off of the source material. I at some point says what the heck, and then they completely ignored Tom Bombadil, which was like a huge part of The Hobbit, and he did not get any time at all, either in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. And I personally thought that was a travesty. Like he's almost as main of a character as Gandalf is, and he's just going to get ignored like that. And then everybody that's playing that Magic Lord of the Rings is all excited because I guess they have a Tom Bombadil card in there. So there's a lot of happy people when it comes to that. I used to play Magic the Gathering back when Alpha and Beta were out, but I got out of it a long time ago. Let's see. The Has Fallen franchise is really good. London Has Fallen. No, never really watched those, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, some people say they're really good. I just never got around to watching them, to be honest with you. Like I really stay within a very narrow wheelhouse when it comes to my movies. It takes a lot for me to branch out and want to hop on like a movie franchise, whatever you want to call it. So like when Lord of the Rings first came out, they were like, "Oh, you want to go see this?" And I'm like, "No, man, I think it looks stupid." But then I watched it, and yes, there's something for about it. But I mean, even then, I was hesitant to go watch Lord of the Rings. So, I did have to eat my crow with Lord of the Rings because after I watched the movies several times, I then went and got the books and read the books. And then I never read. I was supposed to read The Hobbit in high school, but I never did. So I went back and reread it again afterwards and kind of prepare me for the movie and whatnot. And then you just kind of realize how much stuff that they messed up during it all. But still, great movies. I mean, The Hobbit, if you ask me, should have been 2 movies. The stretching it into the Battle of Five Armies was they could have made it in 2 movies, but they got bills to pay, so trilogies are the word. So And as you guys can probably tell, we're doing the Hammerhead Corvette right now. Yep, I don't watch.
This is where the fun begins.
I was never into Halo. I mean, I played the original Halo back on Xbox, but that was it. I kind of, my brother had an Xbox way back in the like early 2000s that we used to play on. But then I decided that I was going to, back when the HD TV versus Blu-ray wars were going on, I decided to back PlayStation, and luckily for me, I backed the right horse because Blu-ray won over HD TV, and so I've been a PlayStation fan ever since. Back when I used to play, I don't play anymore, but when I did play, I was all about PlayStation. Hold on a second, I got to answer this real quick, guys. Sorry, my kid and my ex were texting me, so I needed to answer it real quick. All right. But yeah, I don't know if some of you guys remember the wars between Xbox and PlayStation and who was going to win the battle for like high definition going forward, because there was a real it was a big deal, like who was going to win. Was it going to be Blu-ray or was it going to be HD? And it ended up being Blu-ray because Blu-ray discs could hold more on them than the HD ones. And yeah, I remember that. That was a interesting time to say the least. Now I'm aging myself something fierce because you guys are like, this dude's talking about this. And I'm like, yep, I was there. I got my shirt. All right, let's see. See, now this one, you can tell in the instructions here that it wants me to use the regular orange one. So I bet I am short pieces, guys. 100%. I'm going to be short pieces. Well, let's keep plugging along here. Yeah, you would know, Dank. I really didn't get into Halo, so I really can't say yes or no on that, All right, we're getting to the end, guys. We're almost there. You got to be kidding me. So they want me to use. I haven't even been paying attention to this, but apparently there's been hollow ones that I've supposed to have been using. I haven't been using them because I figured they were all the same. But now I need hollow ones, and I guarantee you I don't have them. Goodness gracious. Why couldn't the ones on top of the cons tower be stuck together like this? All right. So I'm already into an issue here because I was supposed to be using these. I was supposed to be looking out for the hollow ones, and I haven't, and they're all over. So I have no idea where these hollowed ones are at and not at. So I don't even think. Yep, none of those fit the bill. Yep, none of those are hollowed. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to just set this to the side for right now, because I still have to build 3 more of these. So let me get these built and then see what kind of mess we have afterwards. Okay, so I need 3 of these. 3 of these. Yeah, I don't even have the right pieces. I'm short pieces all over the place. Okay. It is so funny. You come to the end of it, and I have all, you see all, these are all the pieces that are sitting over here right now, guys. But if there was white pieces, that mini ones that were supposed to be hollowed out, I wasn't paying attention because they all look the same to me. And these are all the engines too. See, like this one's supposed to have an orange one on it, but it doesn't. And I can see there's the hollow orange ones right there, but I don't have any other orange ones to backfill it. And now it makes me wonder. So I have these orange caps here. Okay. Oh boy, that fell off. Lucky me. So here's what I have to do now. Even though the book says to use these ones, I'm willing to bet they gave me these ones instead. Remember, right when you get closest to the end, that's when everything falls apart? It's happening. You know, just couldn't finish nicely, could we, Mold King? You just had to drag me along a little bit more. God, I love you guys so much. Sometimes I hate you. All right, so now we put the caps onto this one. Okay. We'll set that one over there. Okay, now I have all of these ones here. Okay. So I think what happened is they didn't give me the right amount of the translucent orange ones, or they didn't have them, and they substituted these caps, which threw me off everything. Ouch. See, the holy ones, I didn't see those before. Didn't even think to pay attention. And here they go. They're all going to fall off now. The good news is I may have gotten lucky with them all as far as where they're at. And I may get out of this without having to punch a wall or jump the shark. Okay. So now those ones are all right because they're all now translucent. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, dude, I played War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Gosh, that's got to be what, 10 something years old now? Like, love those games, man. They were so good. Now, somehow I managed to do these all wrong. Only one of them is right. I'm telling you what, guys, I'm going through it right now. Okay. Okay, now let's see if I have all of the pieces for this now. Okay. You know, guys, I never thought that this is how the day would go, but here we are. I still can't believe I was able to actually fix this. I thought for sure I was dead in the water. It's not supposed to go all the way down. It's supposed to give me enough of a clip up here to where we can actually... Engines. I was like, how's it going to go together? It's because I put them on wrong. Man, Today is not my day, guys. Well, it is my day because we finished it, but you also see it has not been my day. Okay. It's got to be there. No, that's the top of the ship. I'm telling you guys, they want to get me one last time because look, that's the bottom of the ship, right? Nice and smooth. Where the heck is this thing going to go? It says it should go right here. Oh, I gotta laugh. It actually wants me to balance this on here, guys. I kid you not. Just about a terrible idea. I've seen a lot of stuff going on, but I've never ever seen one get balanced like this before. Just sneeze on it hard enough and it'll come off. As far as mini ships go, even though there's a lot of detail, these things are not put together well at all. We did it, guys. Right, a little over 2 hours. Mold King Monarch and all of this stuff down here. I don't even want to look at it right now because I feel like I'm gonna breathe too hard and push these things over, man. I tell you what. But yep. So there's the Nebulan B frigate looking pretty snazzy right there. Even though you see what it's doing to me today. Oh. I just pick it up to show it off. You know, we're just going to get ready. Shot for me, shot for them. You know what I mean? Finally done. All right, guys. I'm not going to pick up the rest of these ships because I just don't want to deal with them falling apart on me right now. But anyway, we are done. We have completed Monarch. And I got tons of extras too, which you guys will see. So sometime this week, I will do the official reveal and review of the warship. We're going to go everything front to back, left to right. You know, we're going to make it turn its head and cough for all the guys know about that one. And I will probably take next weekend off of streaming just because usually that's what I do after I do a big ship. And then we'll get into the next one here soon. So thanks again for everybody that watched. We'll see you sometime this week for the big reveal and review here on Sith Bricks.